So you've got a really, I mean, and this is true to my eye, you've got a sustainability ethos as well, haven't you? So,
Yeah.
so talk to us about how this, if it does, tie into that at all.
Yeah, so it's probably worth dialing back. So we, back in 2018, certified as a what's known as a B Corporation. It's not something that's massively known within the industry.
Oh, I was going to pretend I knew, but
there aren't many B Corps out there, although there are a massively growing number. I think we're now at around 4,000 globally and around 400, I think, in the UK. But effectively what B Corp is, and the way to think of it is it's the equivalent of a fair trade coffee stamp, but for a business.
okay.
So it's something we're really passionate about, and it influences a lot of the decisions that we make as a company. And B Corp really sits across 5 pillars. So you've got governance, workers, community, environment, and customers. And within that, there's lots of different things and components, 180 different criteria you have to go through as a B Corp to get your certification. And every 3 years, you have to recertify. We're actually just coming up to recertify for the first time. But to give you some examples of how that impacts what we do. So very early on, we took a view to only recommend 100% renewable suppliers to our customers. That's on the home setup side of things. We also have to publish our gender pay gap. We have to report everything that we say we are doing and how we're operating to a not-for-profit who are called B Labs, based out of the US. And then they check everything to make sure that we're actually doing what we say we're doing. And it's a really rigorous, thorough, and very difficult process to go through, which is why lots of companies maybe start the process or think about it, but actually doing it is another thing.
Yeah, this isn't getting a little blue tick, is it? In terms of this is you've really thrown yourself into this, and that does, what's the phrase they call it? Greenwashing, don't they? There's a lot of companies that just say it to get it across there, but you are, by putting yourself through that, you're showing this flows through your belief system in the business.
Yeah, massively. And on the referencing side, I mean, there's lots of other things that we could go into around how we're operating and why that's better for agencies. But from a referencing perspective, we've taken a view that for every month an agency stays with us and is using the product, we plant an additional mangrove tree.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah.
And the reason why mangrove trees, we also plant a mangrove tree for every customer that we help move house. They sequester more carbon than any other on the planet.
Yeah.
And they're really good at preventing tsunamis in low-lying areas of water.
I literally just watched a documentary last night on that one.
I think Attenborough talked quite a lot about them actually during his recent show. So that's a relationship we have with a company called Worldview, based down in Myanmar, and they plant those on our behalf. So yeah, back to referencing, every month an agency stays with us, we plant another one of those.
So there's a just moving mangrove swamp somewhere.
It's enormous.
That's amazing. That's brilliant.